Hi everyone. Thank you for coming to this video. I've been feeling like sharing a video in YouTube for the last couple of days. I have some other videos in the channel, but they are different than this. I'm not very used to sharing this type of content online, but I've been getting this idea lately. I don't really have a plan for this video. I just wanted to get it going, get it started and share it, and that's it. I do know what I want to say, or also explain the reason for this video, which is what I found interesting on my mind. It's like so first of all, let's just to have a quick introduction. I'm a software developer from Argentina. I'm currently living in Buenos Aires. I've been living here for the past 10 or 11 years. And I've been working as a software developer almost always, in small companies, very large companies as well, doing front end, back end, being in more functional or support roles, or being in more technical roles as well. So anyway, my last project was ended around October last year. I was working with Oracle, with the company, or within the company Oracle, Oracle Brazil in particular. We were providing services to a telecommunication company from Chile, and since then I have been without a steady job or a fixed income, or a project in general. It's not the first time that I spent this amount of time, which is around 5 or 6 months already, without having a job. I did have a long period like that, like a couple of years ago, when I was in some sort of a crisis identity related with my identity or with my work actually as well. So I took like a year and a half to do volunteer work around Mexico at that time. So anyway, I don't feel this is the same situation right now, but it's been a long time without a job. So I've been looking for it. I've been in many interviews already. I have been getting rejected in all of them, basically. Who knows why? I have some ideas. I do feel that there is some improvement that I can do in the way that I present myself to other people, and in the way that I speak about my own skills. So in that sense, sharing this type of content could be helpful for that, for sure. I also believe there were things like maybe the project was not very interesting for me, and they probably noticed that. And I was the one that also felt that, okay, this job is not for me. So anyway, it's been a long time. I'm trying to keep it together, be positive, stay positive in the future. It's the job market is different. It's definitely different than it was 10 years ago, I believe. I feel it's getting harder for some reason. I mean, I have some ideas why, but I don't want to make this too long. I mean, every time that I mention some sort of abstraction or something in general terms, I believe there is something there in which we can dive deeper. But anyway, yeah. So it's been a long time. Thankfully, I try to focus as well on my own projects. I'm trying to build my own stuff, my own business. I think that I have also been feeling that it doesn't matter the type of company, the company size is like you have some roof all the time, not only with the money, but with the ideas that you or the things that you want to do. It's like I start to feel like in a routine, and it's not good for me, it's not good for my health either. So I like the idea of having all of the control and be able to make my own decisions. So that's one of the reasons that I would like to build my own business. I'm gonna be 35 this year in December, so I feel it's a good moment to start thinking about it. Um, so, and I've been working in my own projects. Now I had to put them on pause for a little bit, on stop. Thankfully, at the same time, because I got two small gigs that I'm currently working on, so finally things started to move. I did some web design for a company for a local company over here that I cannot speak much about it, but they basically wanted the HTML, CSS code for some images because they wanted to train an LLM. So I was basically doing the work to train the model that could get rid of those type of jobs, which is crazy. But that's okay. Things need to evolve, and the other thing that excites me a little bit more, um, although the payment is not the best, but I have this power of decision, with the design or the technology that we can use. And I'm making a new website for a foundation, a non-profit organization from Buenos Aires. So that's cool. I've been enjoying that. That's on the process. And then I've been getting this feeling in like, okay, I need to go in another sprint or another, series of applying for jobs, looking for jobs, sending messages to people, like, okay, you took some weeks off, let's do it again. Something needs to come up. So I've been reflecting on looking for jobs again. The interesting thing that I realized the other day was I was in the shower and I was like, okay, so I've been going through this process. It's getting harder, or it's been difficult to find a new job, which I definitely need. What can I do to improve or to make that become more possible? Make it happen. For some reason, there are two things that came up to my mind, like immediately, like that they came to the surface, and it wasn't related with my technical skills or even with my soft skills, or my English level. I don't know. I definitely have things to improve in all of those areas, of course. Like I mentioned earlier, also, like I know that I can improve the way that I describe myself to others. But anyway, for some reason, though, those things do not got my attention. Maybe they did in the past, but not now. And the two things that came out to my mind were, okay, I think you need to. This was like talking like in third person, or like making like assumptions or suppositions. It was like, okay, if I had to do something, or if I had to say which are your weak spots, or where do you have to work, or where do you have to direct your energy at this time. Sorry, because of my throat. They were I will be more open. I will expose myself. I should expose myself more often, more frequently, and that's some because I feel that that's something that I don't do very often. Um, and that's one of the reasons that helped me do this video and just jump to it without thinking too much about it. And the second thing was to build a network, which I feel is very closely related with that other first idea. So it was basically showing myself to others, to the world, whatever, and making more connections, building a network, having more people to connect with, to reach out, to speak frequently, about projects, businesses, jobs, whatever. I've been trying to do that, but I feel like I can do it definitely much more. And it was interesting, definitely. It's like I did that question to myself, like, okay, what would you improve? What do you want to work or focus now? Like, really asking me that question, like if I don't know the answer, and wait to see what emerges, and that's what it came up. So it was definitely interesting. I was not expecting that to come up. And the reason I feel that way, I think it is related to, well, maybe I've been watching that, like, too much content online, looking at people that share their thoughts, or they are very open and share content. There are a lot of people that believe that that's the way, you need to build your audience or whatever, all that kind of things. I agree with all of that. And the thing about building a network of people, valuable people, well, there is something about the idea of the network that gives me like a sense of safety, of collaboration, um, of having people to talk to count with. It definitely has this safety feeling, Yeah, maybe I've been feeling a little bit lonely lately. There could be a couple of reasons for that, but anyway, I go to a co-working space every day, and I have two of my best friends, brothers there. So I share with them on a daily basis. But maybe I need more, I need more than that. And they are graphic designers, they are not like software developers. They are learning anyway, but anyway. So yeah, that's basically it. That's what I wanted to share in this video, that I'm starting to try this new way. And since in the stage that I'm in the situation that I'm currently in, without a job for the past 5 or 6 months, trying to get things going, being positive, I was reflecting on what can I improve, where am I failing, and I feel that I'm failing in not being very open and not making a bigger network, not growing that network of people. So I feel this could be a good way to get that going. I will try to make this more frequently, and also share some other type of content, maybe the projects that I'm working on. That could definitely be fun to do. I like screen sharing, I guess. So, but yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it. I don't want to be redundant. If there's anyone over there or in Buenos Aires and they want to meet, or anywhere, just it will be great to connect. I actually connected with a couple of people in the last 1 or 2 months. One of those guys, I met him through YouTube. He shares content as well, so we started working together in a project that he has. So it's definitely, and I feel very motivated by that. We had a couple of meetings and conversations, and it feels like invigorating, is that the word, like revitalizing, I don't know, it makes you feel alive, instead of the feeling that I get when I go to an interview, which is that I feel analyzed or judged. It's like when you speak with someone else, like in feeling that you are both pairs or are in same level. The feeling is completely different, and it's even like addictive in some sense. It definitely feels good. So anyway, thank you for listening, thank you for watching. I hope we can connect and get to know each other, and thank you. I hope you have a nice week. Bye bye.